Hello everyone, Gaurang Shah here from Geojit and welcome to the market outlook for this week. So I think we had a truncated week and we had the F&O expiry. We did see choppiness and volatility, and I think back at a new high level this morning as we opened up for the trade. Likely possibility that this uptrend could continue and we could witness maybe closer to 14,000 levels. I'm talking about spot Nifty. Maybe a wee bit of consolidation could be witnessed, but I think whatever news flows are emerging both from the local and global front are extremely supportive for our markets. And our sense is that sectorially, I think you are seeing performance coming through. Last 2 weeks, we've been speaking about three sectors: real estate, IT, pharma, and our sense now is that with the end of 2020 in the next couple of days and the beginning of the new year, we could possibly see auto sector as one of the sectors that could stand out in terms of performance. The reasoning being there are a whole host of launches that are lined up. Historically speaking, this time of the year, nobody wants to go and buy a vehicle, because if you buy a vehicle now, in 3 days it will become 1 year old. I mean, that's the philosophy and that's the approach that people have. So maybe new vehicles purchase could be put on hold at least for the next 2-3 days till the time we see come Friday and the beginning of the first day of the new year. And our sense is that with the kind of launches that are lined up in the auto sector, both in the two-wheeler and the four-wheeler space, we could see some significant traction in terms of offtake month-on-month numbers, new launches that will attract newer customers, and of course broadening up of that market share. So you have likes of Hero MotoCorp, Bajaj Auto, TVS Motors, Eicher Motors in the two-wheeler pack. Eicher Motor because of Royal Enfield, of course. In the four-wheeler pack, starting with the largest PV segment, that is passenger vehicle segment, manufacturing company Maruti, followed by Mahindra and Mahindra, then Tata Motors. Commercial vehicle, you have Ashok Leyland. Tractors and earth moving, you have Escorts. And more so, friends, what we have heard is that pricing power is coming back to the automobile manufacturing company, and come 1st Jan or maybe in the month of Jan 2021, what we have heard and read is that most of the automobile manufacturing companies are going to take a price hike, depending upon, of course, model to model and of course categories to categories. So this itself speaks that with the new normal now, there is a possibility that private mobility demand could spike up the two-wheeler segment, entry-level segment, four-wheelers, and of course mid-size segment four-wheelers demand to a great extent. So we have all this companies on which we have a long-term buy recommendation. You will see continuation of pharma and IT outperform. Real estate sector, purely because of the kind of run-up that we've seen, maybe they may go in for a little bit of profit booking consolidation, but Godrej Properties, Shobha Limited, Prestige Estates, Kolte Patil, Oberoi Realty, Mahindra Life, these are some strong names and balance sheets and great managements. Despite the fact that real estate is a high beta sector, I think these companies should be definitely looked at. If you have bought it, if your view is short to medium term, take your money off the table, but long term, our sense is that with the demand picking up and the number of registration going up, there is a possibility that there could be further more upside. Then you have the names of utility and commodities like cement and metals performing well, and of course stronger NBFC. So this is the broad universe. No denying that eventually we will see Nifty heading towards that. My expectation of the target, if you ask me, is 15,000 on the Nifty spot. That is for the year 2021. And if budget is something that all of us expect, then I think the march towards that 15,000 could be even much more faster. So that's what our target is. We continue to maintain a buy on dip strategy, and this market has always helped don't try to do something extraordinary or something different that you are not known of. It's possibly better to avoid such kind of reactions. Crude oil, Brent at 51, NYMEX at 49. I don't think you have anything to worry about. Like I mentioned earlier, this is a seasonal demand, winter time. That's why we're seeing elevated level. Come March, April, you will see some cooling off. On the rupee dollar front, we are trading at 73.50 as I speak to you right now. I think the broad range remains 73.25 on the strength on the INR against the dollar, and 74.25 on the weakness on the INR against the dollar. I think the rupee should trade towards the strength more rather than the weakness against the dollar. This is my view. Overall, I think within a couple of days you will see a curtain raiser for the third earnings as well, and our belief is that we should see a better color for the third and the fourth quarter this financial year, and the next financial year even better. And more importantly, I think what good news we have is from the domestic front is the trial stroke dry run of vaccination being implemented at ground level, depending upon cities to cities and certain identified volunteers to volunteers. This is good news, and I think the success of this would also reflect on our market. So we remain positive. Buy on dips is the strategy, and the sector for the immediate short to medium term could be autos, thanks to demand picking up and the new launches that we are likely to see. Thank you friends, and see you again next week. Bye bye.